Hi guys, thank you so much for joining me. I am so excited to do this video on the Mario Masterclass in New York City with Kim Kardashian. Now this video is going to be broken up into a couple parts. The first part you're going to see is kind of the New York City vlog. You're going to see me traveling to New York. You're going to kind of see snippets from the masterclass. And then the second part of it, I am going to give you some tips and tricks for Mario. I'm going to let you know what Kim wore on her face and what he used on her face. And then I'm going to tell you some interesting facts about Kim and Mario, and it was just such a great experience. So if you guys want to hear about this great day, then stay tuned. Hi guys, we are on our way to New York City now. We've been on the road for a couple of hours. Dave and I stopped to get a bite to eat at Texas Roadhouse, and it is pouring down rain, so it's kind of caused a little bit of a delay, but that's okay. We're stopped now at a service center in New Jersey. Dave actually ran in to use the restroom, so I thought this would be a perfect time for me to kind of check in with you. We got gas, and in New Jersey they actually pump your gas for you, which I think is a little weird. Like, I'm not used to that, but I mean, it's nice, it's great. We didn't have to get out of the car, but it was just a little odd. I wasn't expecting it. But anyway, so we are stopped. We should be in New York probably in like an hour and a half or so, something like that. And when we get there, I'll do a quick little video to show you the hotel and stuff like that. And then tomorrow is the master class. I'm so excited. Now Dave's not going with me. I just bought one ticket, so I'm going by myself. He's gonna probably go on like a nice run or something like that around the city. But it should be a fun day. So guys, you know the drill. I will check in with you. The next time I see you, we will be in New York City. Yay! Hey guys, we just got here. We are staying at the Westin in Times Square. So I wanted to just give you a quick view of our room. It looks like we have a nice little corner suite with some nice views of the city. So let's go take a peek. Take a peek out there. Looks like you can just see me. All right, so far, so good.
Look at that bus, dude.
This is our view from our hotel room. So we just got here. It's about, what time is it, 9 o'clock? About 9 o'clock, and we put our bags down, and then we will probably go down there just to kind of see what's going on. Good morning guys. Today is the day. It is the morning of the master class. Last night Dave and I got here probably about like 9 o'clock, and we walked around New York City, just kind of, you know, going in a couple stores. We found a Sephora that I browsed in, because of course when in New York City you have to go in the Sephora. And then what did we do? We actually ended up just going to Whole Foods, and we got some dessert there and brought it back to the hotel because we were kind of tired from the drive. And now, like I said, today is the morning of, so I thought I would film a quick get ready with me. I'm just going to do my makeup, and then I'll show you what I'm going to wear to the masterclass later, and I just cannot wait. But I am going to put the get ready with me on a time lapse, so it'll go kind of quick, so that way this video doesn't take forever. But I am so excited. I have to be in line around 10 o'clock, and I got an email last night. You know, unfortunately we are not allowed to bring cell phones or any type of recording devices into the theater, but I will try to, you know, take as many pictures from the outside, you know, and keep you guys up to date as much as I can. So if you guys want to continue to see me get ready for the masterclass, then keep watching. Hey guys, so I am all ready to go. I just wanted to show you really quick what I am wearing today. So, okay, it's kind of hard to see, but this is the only mirror here. So my necklace is from Aldo. It's a statement necklace, and then I have a peplum top that I got from Arden B. And then I am just wearing some black pants. So here is the whole outfit, and then I am bringing my Chanel bag with me. I thought this is something I would wear to work, so I thought that would kind of be appropriate as opposed to wearing like a summer dress. But anyway, we are getting ready to head out, and I am very excited, so I will see you guys in a bit.
Gold on the crease or bronze on the crease, and then on the lid, and then a more defined crease. Not in the eye though.
There's your answer.
Sexy face. Alright, hold on. I just gotta take a photo.
Hey guys, it is the morning after the masterclass, and I had a really good time. I am going to tell you all about it, but we are actually leaving New York City now to head home. We get to see our little one. We haven't seen her in a couple days, so Dave and I are really excited to get home to her. But after this, I'm just gonna tell you kind of a little about the class, and I'm gonna fill you guys in on a couple of tips and tricks that I learned. I'm not gonna give away everything, just out of respect to Mario, but I am also going to do a separate video as well following this one, doing an unbagging of some of the goodies I got at the masterclass. I haven't even opened them myself, so I'm really excited to dig in to see what I got. So stay tuned. As soon as I get home, I'm going to film the remainder of this video. Okay, I'll see you guys in a bit. Hi guys, I hope you are doing wonderful. So my husband and I are back from New York, and I wanted to finish finished filming the rest of this video, so I thought I would break it up into a couple parts. First, I am going to tell you a little bit about my experience and how the day went. Then I'm going to tell you a couple of tips that Mario shared. I am going to tell you the products that some of the products that he used on Kim's face during the session, and I'm also going to tell you some fun facts that I learned. And I have to say that I had such a good time on that day. I have such respect for Mario. He handles himself with such professionalism, and I just love him as a makeup artist. I think he might be my favorite makeup artist, especially after watching him yesterday. I was there for literally 5 hours, and he is just it's like an art. He is just so good at his craft, and I just really enjoyed watching him, and I learned so much. And can I just tell you that I love Kim so much. I don't care what anybody says about the Kardashians. I was able to kind of experience Kim in a different way other than seeing her on TV, and she is just very sweet. She is a very calm person. She handled herself with such professionalism, especially if there were some kind of awkward questions in the audience. She has such a sweet personality, and on top of it, Kim was sick yesterday too. Like, the poor thing, her eyes were watery, her nose was running, and she just kept a smile on her face, and she was just very professional. So not only did I gain more respect for Mario yesterday, but I just really like Kim as a person. She just seems like such a sweetheart, and she is stunning, absolutely stunning. So anyway, so I don't want to make this video too long. So another thing that I want to talk about too, and I'm probably going to put it in the next video, is as we were leaving, we got a little goodie bag too, and because I've already included the vlog, the New York City vlog, in this video, I'm probably going to move this to the next one, but I'm going to do an unboxing, and I haven't looked at anything in the bag, so I'm dying to try it. So anyway, so let's get started. Now, the first thing I probably am going to tell you is, before we get into like the products, is I want to tell you a couple of fun facts that I learned about Mario. The first thing that's very interesting is he doesn't normally stay consistent. He changes constantly what he does, and he doesn't stick to trends. So you know how there are a lot of trendy makeup? He doesn't care about that. He does what works. Or sometimes he'll start off with the eyes, sometimes he'll start off with the face. It kind of varies, you know, but lately he has been doing the eyes first because he feels like by doing the eyes first, he can get a really clean look. So I thought that was really interesting because a lot of times you'll see people doing the face first and then the eyes, but he does change it up. Another interesting thing is a lot of people asked him if he attended any type of beauty school, and he actually, it's interesting, he didn't. He started out at Sephora, and he began to do makeup there, and then he branched out by assisting other makeup artists, and I think he met Kim 7 years after being a makeup artist, and that's how they kind of connected. And I have to say, it is so cute watching the two of them because they have very similar personalities, and you can tell that they really respect and love each other. So it's so cute. It really is. Somebody asked him what was the most challenging part of Kim to do, and he said it was her under eyes, and she kind of agreed because she will tell you herself that she has really dark circles that are hard to conceal. So it was funny, they kind of agreed about that. One thing that I was kind of annoyed at in the class is some of the questions people were asking I thought were just so inappropriate. Like a couple people were trying to find out how much he made, and I just think that's very rude. That would be like going up to some random person on the street and asking them what their salary is, and that's just not something they would do. So they were asking him that, and I mean, he handled himself very professionally, but I didn't like that. But anyway, along that same subject, Kim was joking that one of her favorite presents at her birthday or Christmas is she likes to ask Mario for a gift certificate for like a free makeup session, because she, you know, even though she is who she is, she still pays him, and he deserves it. He is such a good makeup artist. But it did make me kind of angry that people were asking some of those questions. It was just a little awkward, and I didn't think it was very respectful. So that was just my opinion. Another thing interesting, his palette that he came out with Anastasia. Someone asked him in the class if it was if it was going to come back, and he confirmed it would not come back. It was in fact a limited edition, because you know, a lot of times people will say they have a limited edition and it will end up coming back. Well, in this case, it is not coming back. So I think a lot of people were kind of sad to hear that. Someone asked Mario advice he would give to a new makeup artist, and he had a very good response. He said it was 50% talent and it was 50% work ethic, professionalism, honesty, respect. He said that and so is so important. And he said that he gave a perfect example. Kim, you know, by being her makeup artist, he probably hears a lot of things, but he said that the minute the session is over, he pretends he didn't hear anything she told him, because he wants her to respect him as a person and know that she can trust him. And because of that, they have like a lifelong friendship and work relationship. So it was really sweet. Someone asked Kim what she would never wear, and she said a berry lip or a stain lip. She said those are two things that she would not do. Another person asked what their favorite look was that they did together, and they both agreed. They call it the Super Bowl look, and it was the look where it was almost like she had like a tan fur on, and her makeup was very, very pretty in that look, but they both agreed on that. And someone actually said, you guys should do a coffee table book of all your looks. So they kind of looked at each other and thought that might be a good idea for the future, maybe their 10 or 15 year anniversary. Someone asked Kim if her lashes were real, and she said they were, and they asked what she did, and she said she uses a lot of lash serums, like she'll use it morning and night to help them grow, and they were beautiful. Let me tell you, Kim's skin and her eyelashes and everything, she was just so cute and beautiful. For Mario, he said that this masterclass in New York City was very special to him because it was being held in Times Square, and his very, very first paying makeup session was for a cabaret singer, and it was for $25. So he said it is just was very, very surreal to be at PlayStation Theater with like 1,500 people coming to pay to see him. A couple more interesting facts. His favorite foundations, someone asked him for dewy skin, is the Kojendo. For matte, he likes the Laura Mercier, and then he also enjoys the Tom Ford sticks. I'm going to ask him what products she could not live without, and she said bronzer. She said that she gets self-tanned a lot. Oh no, she said that her body tends to tan a lot quicker than her face, so her face is always pale. So she feels like she has to bronze up the skin, so she couldn't live without that. One interesting thing, Mario does not do makeup on the general public, and he said it's not because he doesn't want to, but it's just because time doesn't allow for that with all of his current clients. Ask him what her next project was going to be other than the highlight and contour powders that are coming out. She said concealer is probably going to be the next item for her. She really wants to focus on skin. And somebody asked her what she does to cover up her psoriasis, and she said that sometimes she will use the Sally Hansen spray, which is interesting. You know, you would think someone like Kim would use something so much more expensive, but that just goes to show you she's a normal person just like everyone else. So. And then the final fun fact that I wanted to share with you is, I'm sure a lot of you might know this, but in his palette, the color Muse was named after Kim because she is his muse. So those are some fun facts that I learned. I thought, again, they had a really, really cute relationship. You can tell they really respect each other. Okay guys, the next thing I want to mention are the products that we're to use. Now I want to say that, you know, I'm not mentioning all products. There are a couple products that I might have missed, but these are kind of the major products, and I know we all want to know how he creates that Kim K look. So he doesn't use a primer. He starts out by moisturizing her skin with the Kiehl's moisturizer. And for her eyebrows, he used the Anastasia Brow Wiz, and for her, he used medium brown, and he likes to build the brows. So he doesn't just go in and just start like coloring in. He slowly will build them, then he'll use a spoolie. So that is his really good technique, is he builds everything. Then he used the Laura Mercier Secret Camouflage Concealer. he mixed the products. He uses that on her eyelid as an eyeshadow base. He said he's old school. He doesn't like to use the eyeshadow primers. Not that he has anything against them, but that is just his preference. And then he would use the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder to set her eyes. He went in with the Visart 01 Neutral Matte palette on her eyes, and he also used the Tom Ford Spice on the lids. It was like a cream, and he said it works really well if you put the cream down first, then you put the powder over top of that, because it enables him to control the application a little better. Now he also used Modern Renaissance palette. He used a couple colors in there. Now for her brow bone highlight, he used the KKW highlight stick in medium, and then over top of this, I thought this was interesting. He used the Modern Renaissance palette. He used Vermeer and Primavera, and he used that on the top here to set the cream. Then for the eyeliner, I thought this was really interesting. He used like 4 different eyeliners. He used Charlotte Tilbury with the brown pencil. He used the Urban Decay 24/7 pencil. He used the Kylie Black Cream liner, and then he also used a MAC liner. So he uses a lot of different products. So that's why it's hard if you say, oh, what do you like for lips or what do you like for eyes? He uses so many. That's why he's such a good artist, because he just creates this perfect look by using all these products. For her concealer, he mixes concealers, but he used the NARS concealer in the salmon and the yellow shade. For foundation, now this is what I was excited to hear about. He used the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion in Suntan, and then what he'll do is he'll mix colors in order to get that perfect shade. And of course, because he used Laura Mercier, I was like, you know what, I need to go out and I need to buy that. So I went to the Sephora in Times Square. Isn't that horrible? And I bought that foundation so I can try it out, because I have oily skin, and he said that it was oil free and it had a really good matte finish. He then, on her face, he used the KKW Medium Contour Stick, and then he used Laura Mercier to set her face. He used the KKW powders in number 1 for the hollows of her cheeks over top of that contour, and he used highlight. Now I thought this was interesting. For blush, he used the Milani Luminoso. That is such a good blush. Actually, let me see if I have it here. It's a pretty peach, and it looks stunning on her. He also used a Surratt blush in a peachy shade, which I thought was really pretty. Now for lashes. Now if you guys are watching my channel, I'm really excited about this. He used the L'Oreal Lash Paradise, and that's one of my favorites, and I was so excited. And then for the bottom lashes, he used the Laura Mercier Longest Lash, and he also used the Baddington 3D Silk Half Lashes and individual lashes, so he did put false lashes on her. One thing that he taught us, and this we were all excited about, he wanted to tell us how she got that glow, and he uses the 8-Hour Cream from Elizabeth Arden. He basically took a damp beauty blender and he just put it on the high points of her cheeks, and it made her look really, really dewy. He said it's very similar to Vaseline in that sense. Okay, now one other thing he did, he also used MAC NW25 under her eyes as well. I think that's the Studio Fix powder. Now for the lips. He used so many products for the lips, and I think everyone just wanted to know, what nude do you use on her lips? But unfortunately, there's no clear-cut answer, because he used the MAC lip liner in Spice to define her lips. He went in with the Kevyn Aucoin Naked Pencil. He used a Natasha Denona lip liner, which I didn't catch the shade. And then for her lip color, he had almost like, he had like a bunch of different paints, and he mixed them all together to get the perfect nude, put that on her lip, and then he finished it off with a Surratt Peachy Gloss. And then on top of that, he sprayed her face with the Tatcha Dewy Skin Mist. So those are some of the products. I probably missed a couple, but like I said, that's one reason I thought he was such a good makeup artist, because he was so creative with all these products, and he just made her look stunning. And I'm going to put her final look here. She just looked so beautiful, and he is so amazing. I have such respect for him after watching him. It was just so awesome. The final thing I wanted to share with you guys are some tips that I learned from him, and this is kind of why I paid to go to the class, because I wanted to learn kind of some tips of the trade. And like I said, there are a lot more things that he did, but these are just a couple of them that I learned. One thing is he does not use makeup primer. It's not that he doesn't want to, you know, it's not that he has a problem with makeup primers, it's just he really likes to use the Kiehl's moisturizer, and he feels that makeup adheres better to the moisturizer than it does to the primers. That's just his preference. He builds and blends to get the perfect look. So you know how a lot of us will go in with a blending brush and we'll put a lot on and we'll just, you know, go in like that. He doesn't do that. He just slowly will start to build, take a look, build some more, take a look. He, like, throughout the whole entire session, he would stop, come and look at the big screen. He just was so good at what he did. I loved it. He mixes products. That's one thing. So he very rarely will just use one product. Actually, I don't know if he used just one product on any part of the face. I think he might have used multiple products on every part of the face. He also uses brushes that aren't meant for specific areas. An example like that is he used a concealer brush on the eyes. That just goes to show you that with makeup, you can do whatever you want, just be creative. So I thought that was really, really neat. He also, you know how a lot of us, we will go into our crease with like a blending brush? He doesn't use this right away. He will start out with kind of a smaller brush in the crease, and he does this to kind of define the eyes, and then after he does that, he will go in with a larger blending brush to kind of blend it together. Someone asked him about hooded eyes. They're like, what do you do if you have hooded eyes? And he said the best thing for that would just be to use a matte eyeshadow. He gave that advice. For eyeliner, he was layering the eyeliners, and he just made her eyes look so beautiful. Another tip is he uses concealer under the eyes, and you know how a lot of us will put foundation on and then we'll put concealer? What he does is he will put concealer on and then he will put foundation on the rest of the face, but he doesn't put it over top of the concealer. I thought that was really, really interesting. And another tip that he gave everybody is he said, do not put highlight on the end of your nose if you have a long nose. And he said he sees so many people do that and he doesn't understand why. But I'll tell you guys, I'm so glad that I went to that class yesterday. I just picked up so many tips and tricks. It made me gain so much respect for Kim and Mario as people. They just seem like such wonderful people, and I'm so glad I got to go. I had such a fun experience, and then I cannot wait to unbag my makeup bag, so stay tuned. I'm probably going to film that in a day or two. I'm going to do like an unboxing. It's driving me crazy. I want to open it, but anyway, like I said, there are a couple other things that he shared. There are a couple other products that he used, but I didn't want to kind of give away everything because that's kind of what you paid to go to the class for, and out of respect for him, I just didn't want to kind of give away everything. But I did give you guys a lot of tips that he shared, and they were really, really good. But if there are any specific questions you have, leave it in the description box below. I know I kind of went through things kind of quick, but there was so much information I wanted to share, and I'm just so glad I was able to experience this. And I met a couple other girls there from out of town. One girl, Chris in particular, we got to sit together, and I just got to meet a lot of other girls who kind of were into the same thing. So it was an awesome experience, an awesome time, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit that little subscribe button and stay tuned because I will be doing this unbagging very soon. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys next time.